everybody. Welcome back to another episode of The Hard Truth. Thank you so much for watching. Hey, listen, I would like to give a special shout out to Hungary and all the Slavic countries and also to the Netherlands. Well, listen, what do we really know about Brian Koberger? Well, for one, we know he applied to a police department and now he's in jail. Grab that coffee or a nice cup of tea as we begin our story.
Like a minute alone with him. Are you sure? Yeah, sure. You okay?
My head hurts.
You don't remember what just happened? No?
I lost time again.
Well, I got some good news. They've agreed to stop the trial. They're going to be sending you to a hospital. You can get the help you need. And there's a very good chance that you can get out someday soon. Yeah.
I can't believe it. Thank you.
All right. You give me a call if you need to, okay?
I will.
All right.
Hey, Mr. Vale.
Yeah.
Will you tell Miss Venable I'm sorry? Tell her I hope her neck is okay.
What did you just say?
What?
You told me you don't remember. You black out. So how do you know about her neck?
Well, good for you, Marty. I was gonna let it go. You was looking so happy just now. I was thinking, but to tell you the truth, I'm glad you figured it, because I have been dying to tell you. I just didn't know who you'd want to hear it from. Aaron or Roy or Aaron. Well, I'll let you in on a little secret, sort of a client-attorney privilege type of a secret. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It don't matter who you hear it from. It's the same story. I just had to kill Linda, Mr.
You're good. You are really good.
Yeah, I did get caught though, didn't I?
What do we really know about Brian Koberger? What would be his motivation? What would his motivation be for committing these crimes? I wanted to know if he really fits the psychological profile of a mass unaliver, and so I did some digging. This article was published in 1992 by Ronald and Stephen Holmes, Understanding Mass Murder, a Starting Point. And I want to skip down to where it gives the characteristics of a mass unaliver, and I want to show how one of them kind of fits this crime, in my opinion. And then you can tell me what you think. Okay, here's the table. And the traits of mass unaliver are the disciple, the family annihilator, pseudo-commander, disgruntled employee, and set and run. The disciple is somebody that follows a charismatic leader who pretty much orders the hit and they just follow orders. The family annihilator, of course, is an unaliver of everybody in a household, which could be sort of like the Idaho Four. Even though they weren't related, they were all in the same household, but the other characteristics don't fit. Okay, the pseudo commander is like the military type, very aggressive, keeps a stockpile of different weapons, maybe a collection of knives or guns or that type of thing. The disgruntled employee is someone who someone really disrespected or shortchanged, and they usually unalive people in a workplace. And the set and run is somebody who will set something up that will cause mass unaliving and then leave. such as poisoning a bunch of cups of drink and then leaving, poisoning the water cooler where you know a lot of people are going to drink out of it and then leaving, and the fireworks begin later on once people start drinking it. Okay, I have found that the disciple and the pseudo-commander all fit both fit the profile, but the pseudo-commander really fits, and also it fits in with the military theme and the knife sheath. Okay, the motivation for the pseudo-commander is intrinsic. In other words, it's psychological. The motivation is not money or something that you can feel. It's all psychological. The anticipated gain, same thing. It's expressive, not instrumental. It's just a way to make a point. In other words, prove a point or draw attention to some issue. All right, the victim selectivity, random or non-random. In this case, with the pseudo-commander, it would be random, which fits the Idaho 4. It says no connection to the victims. And also the relationship to the victims would be a stranger. Very interesting. All right. Spatial mobility, the unaliver would be stable, not a transient. Somebody just passing through the town, or they set up in town to do their dirt, but they don't intend to stay. So this also fits the profile of the Idaho 4 unaliver. And let's see, victim traits, specific or non-specific. The victim traits are, I would say, would be non-specific here. The pseudo-commander really fits the bill for the Idaho 4 unalivings. And so I wanted to look quickly at a few things about the pseudo-commander. Okay, these offers yet another type of unaliver. The pseudo-commander is preoccupied with weaponry. Often, he stockpiles exotic weapons in his home. Assault weapons, machine guns, even hand grenades are not unknown to this one. This killer's homicide usually occurs after a long period of deliberation and careful planning. Now, I was thinking this pseudo-commander doesn't really fit Brian Koberger. They didn't find an arsenal of weapons in his apartment, so who does it fit? Well, look at this. According to the article, it says, as for the mass murderer, apprehension is not an issue. The mass murderer has no intent to kill again unless he is a revenge or mercenary type of mass killer. As mentioned earlier, most of the time the mass murderer will be willing to die at the scene of the crime, either committing suicide or forcing those in authority to kill him, or forcing those in authority to kill him, or forcing those in authority to kill him.